in a surprise move, the Morrison government is backing away from some of the automated elements of the controversial robodebt recovery scheme. Live now to political reporter Trudy McIntosh. Trudy, this change will force the Department of Human Services to actually provide more proof when it seeks repayments from welfare recipients.
That's right, Tom. The Government Services Minister Stuart Robert in the last half an hour has revealed a series of changes to this controversial robo-debt scheme. I'll take you through the two main ones that we know. The first being that people will no longer be asked to provide debt solely based on this income averaging, which has been how the tax office had been doing it up until now. And secondly, there will be changes to the burden of proof. Now, Centrelink, not the recipient, will have to be the one to prove that there is a debt outstanding that needs to be repaid to the tax office. Let's have a listen to Stuart Robert a short time ago.
We make no apologies and we do not stand back from ensuring the legal obligations that the right people get the right money, and ipso facto ensuring that people who have been overpaid repay that debt. Income compliance has been refined a number of times over the years. In fact, I think we're on the third iteration of it. This is simply a further refinement of a process that's been ongoing.
Labor has been targeting the government over this controversial welfare measure for some months now, and we have seen that hundreds of cases where dead people have actually had their debt chased up by Centrelink. This backdown has been welcomed by the Labor leader Anthony Albanese.
This government's robo-debt scheme has been an absolute disaster. This is an example of bad government policy that's occurred because it's determined to remove people from the workforce and to have computers doing jobs that human beings should be analysing before they send people these debt notices.
Trudy, meanwhile, the Treasurer has been accused of ageism by seniors groups as he issues a warning about older Australians needing to work for longer. That's
right. Senior Australians group have taken aim at Josh Frydenberg over this speech he will give tonight in Sydney. He's been talking about the challenges that are posed in the economy by an ageing demographic and an ageing workforce. He says more needs to be done to retrain older workers, and that this kind of ageing population provides an economic time bomb for the economy. The Treasurer, though, trying to get in front of this today before this speech coming out. He didn't want to be misunderstood in his message and saying there is opportunities for elder Australians in the economy.
One of the longer-term challenges that our budget faces is also the ageing of our population and the pressures that that will put on our health system, our aged care system and our pension system. So we see the ageing of the population as an opportunity and also as a challenge, and it's one that the government is focusing on meeting.
But National Seniors Advocate Ian Henschke says that the Treasurer could unintentionally be engaging in ageism with these sort of comments, that it would make older Australians feel like they are a burden to the economy. It's a similar message that we also heard from the Labor leader Anthony Albanese a short time ago.
This government's sitting back now and blaming older Australians for its own economic incompetence.
And also, Tom, the Treasurer and all senior ministers that we have from across today, they say that there is certainly no changes expected to the age pension.